All right, Mr. Christian, is that your client on now?
Fatima is another person from my office, but I did just talk to my client, and she's typing in the I guess the meeting number right now. So hopefully she's here soon. Fatima is another person from my office, but I did just talk to my client, and she's typing in the I guess the meeting number right now. Suppose if she's still not quite in, I can give her another call.
Is someone on Motorola Moto G? Would that be her?
That could be it. Can't hear you yet. I think you may need to click a button. Nothing yet. Can't hear anything yet. There should be a button kind of towards the bottom, I think, that may say connect to audio. You see that? Perfect. It looks like you're connected. So now you just need to unmute yourself. Is there a button there that says mute?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good morning. How you doing? I am Mrs. Joyce Stooks. It's nice to meet you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. How you doing?
Good. All right. The probate court for Bowie County on this 5th day of June 2023 is now in session. And the case is the estate of Derrick Dwayne Dukes.
Yes.
Mr. Christensen is, you have the one witness,
Yes, Your Honor.
and what's her name again? Because it's not showing on the screen.
Sure, it's Joyce Dukes.
All right, Joyce, will you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. All right, Mr. Christian, you can go ahead and start.
Thank you, Judge. Miss Dukes, do you mind stating your full name for the record?
Joyce Marie Kemp Dukes,
And what is your current address?
615 Browning Street, Shreveport, Louisiana.
And what's your age currently?
I am 58 years old.
All right, Miss Dukes, are you currently married?
No, sir, I am divorced and single.
And are you answering these questions today to the best of your understanding?
Yes.
Perfect. Do you mind just telling us what's your relationship to Derrick Dwayne Dukes?
That was my baby son. I'm his mother.
And I'm sorry to have to ask this, but is Derrick deceased?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, yes.
And did Derrick pass away on January 11th, 2020?
Yes, sir.
And so it's been less than 4 years since his passing, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And at the time of his passing, was he living in Bowie County, Texas?
Yes.
To your knowledge, did Derrick have a will?
No.
Did Derrick have any children?
No.
Was Derrick ever married?
No, sir.
Okay. And as his mother, is it your understanding that you were an heir to his estate?
Yes.
Okay. And is Derrick's father Albert Bryant?
Yes.
And is he currently living, to your knowledge?
Yes, he's living.
And are you asking the court to determine that the only heirs of Derrick's estate would be his parents, you and Albert, correct?
Yes, sir.
And is it your understanding that Albert Bryant has assigned his interest in the estate to you, right?
Exactly. Yes, he has. Exactly.
And are you the person who applied to be the independent administrator for Derrick's estate?
Yes, sir, I am.
And are you in any way disqualified from serving as the administrator of his estate?
No.
Is it your understanding that administration of his estate is necessary because there are some wrongful death claims related to his passing?
Yes, sir.
And is it your understanding that those claims cannot be resolved without an administration of the estate?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of any other individuals who may have a prior or a superior right to be appointed as the administrator?
No, sir.
Do you believe it's in the best interest of the estate and the heirs and distributees of the estate to have an independent administration of the estate?
Yes, sir.
And are you aware that Albert Bryant has signed a consent for you to be the independent administrator of the estate? Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And to your understanding, has that been filed with the court?
Yes, sir.
And are you asking the court to grant your application to be appointed independent administrator of Derrick's estate?
Yes, sir, please.
And are you aware that being appointed independent administrator would mean you would still need to file certain documents with the court as the administrator, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe there's a need for the court to appoint appraisers of the estate?
No.
And are you asking the court that you as the administrator would be able to sell property of the estate?
Yes, yeah, well, yes.
Sure. And are you all, yeah, and are you also asking the court that as the administrator of the estate, you'd be able to settle any claims of the estate?
Yes.
And are you willing and able to fulfill your fiduciary duties and act in the best interest of the estate and its beneficiaries?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, at this time, I'll pass the witness.
I hate to ask this, ma'am, but what was circumstances of your son's death?
I, the circumstances, well, I guess he was killed, sir.
And Your Honor, I can provide a little background. I know I'm not a witness, but if you needed testimony on the record.
I just, yes, please help me out. I put
Go ahead,
everything,
Mr. Chris.
Judge, I put everything, if you wouldn't mind, into Bush and Bush law firm, so they would be more of to help you out on those questions than me. I'm sorry. I just,
Sure.
he, like Mr. Carson, he can probably answer, he can help you out a little bit more if you allow him to than me, please.
Yes,
It is time, sir.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
sorry. I'm sorry. Please
No.
let him help you on that.
No, that's fine. And Your Honor, if you need testimony, I can ask her, I can explain and then ask her whether that's accurate.
I'm asking for my own information.
Sure. Yeah. So Mr. Dukes, he's 29 years old at the time, and he was in Arkansas, and he was walking on the side of the road, and a car hit him, and he was pronounced dead at the scene, unfortunately.
Okay, and in your pleadings, you say he was a resident of Bowie County, but there's no address given. Do you have an address where he lived in Bowie County?
It may be in the police report. I don't think that Miss Dukes knew the exact address. She knows that he was in Bowie County, living in Bowie County. The address on the police report, to the best of our understanding, would be where he was residing in Bowie County at the time, but we don't have an exact address, at least that Miss Dukes knows, just that he was in Bowie County living there.
All right, Mr. Burgess, do you have anything?
Just one question, Your Honor. First off, Ms. Dukes, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is John Mark Burgess, and I've been appointed to represent any potential unknown heirs. First, I'd like to say I'm very sorry for the loss of your son. I understand that's a difficult situation, but I just got one question for you. Your attorney, Mr. Christensen, asked if your son had any children, and I understand that you said he didn't.
We didn't have no kids. I have no nothing. Yeah.
Did he have a long-term girlfriend, anything like that, that he told people was his wife, even though they weren't formally married?
We ain't got nothing. He didn't even have a dog.
Okay. That's all the questions I have, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you. Good morning. I'm sorry I have to.
Not a problem.
Yes, sir. Enjoy your day. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I have filed and prepared my report. As I stated in the report, I believe that Ms. Dukes has accurately stated that she and the decedent's father are the only heirs. I found no evidence of any other potential heirs at the estate.
Okay, Mr. Christian, do you have anything else further?
No, Your Honor, except to kind of just make sure that some of the filings got through. My staff got the publisher's affidavit this morning, and so I filed my certification of service this morning with those, and then also we filed some proposed orders determining heirship and also appointing her as the independent administrator. So those were filed this morning. I think some of them were returned because they needed a cover letter, so those should now be on file, but just wanted to make sure that those are available for you to sign.
I don't have the proposed order.
Judge, we have the proposed orders, and the certificate of services have been accepted into the file. We'll bring the orders over.
Okay, and did you submit a proof of death and other facts, Mr. Christensen?
Like the independent witnesses affidavits? Yes, Your Honor, there should be 2 of those on file as well.
No, we need the, it's called proof of death and other facts. It's basically written testimony of what your client testified to.
We do not currently have one, but we can get one immediately. I believe that needs to be notarized, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll work on getting that as soon as we can. It may take us a little bit of time, but as soon as we can get it notarized, we will get that on file.
Okay.
Well, I don't think I have anything further. If you don't, Mr. Christensen, I have reviewed your application. I've reviewed Mr. Burgess' report of the ad litem. And I will rule that the heirs of Derrick Dwayne Dukes would be his mother and father. And your application to have Ms. Dukes appointed as independent executor, I've reviewed that as well. And while I'm not really comfortable with doing one without bond, since she's the only heir, and apparently you only have one asset, which is the lawsuit, I assume your firm is handling that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then I'll approve that as well. Appoint her as independent executor to serve, independent administrator to serve without bond. And I want to be sure that your order contains a payment to Mr. Burgess for his services in the sum of $500, which he has submitted, and which is customary here in Bowie County.
Yes, Your Honor. I think the order that we'd filed had it blank, but I'll include one that has $500. We'll make sure he gets paid.
So anything else that I've left out while we're here in court on camera?
No, Judge, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your flexibility in doing this by Zoom for us. And so we'll get that affidavit on file. As far as the letters, how do we go about obtaining those? I'm sure I can call the county and find out. I don't mean to bother you with that, but
Kevin, I'll
Okay.
send you an email.
okay, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, if there's nothing further, then this court is adjourned.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you, Judge. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Hi, Ms.
Yes,
Dukes.
sir. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. And bye-bye. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Oh, Lord, thank you.